You got it? And so we have to understand that there should be an urgency for us to share the message of the gospel, and we have to have an urgency to connect with God now. Got it? All right, 1 Peter chapter 5. You there? Verse 7 says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And then it goes on to say, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. He wants to get you. Yeah. You know, one of the biggest issues for the believer today is distraction. Yeah. One of the biggest issues for believers today is distraction. Yeah. You got to learn how not to be distracted by the enemy. Yeah. You got it. And then it goes on in verse 9. It says, whom resist. So yes, you have to resist him. Yeah. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we have to see that the instruction we need in order to establish the right kind of life, it's available, and we should be willing to share that with other people. Yeah. I got to be willing to share that you got to get your life on track now. But see, it's funny because a lot of times what people think, none of you in here think this, but y'all know people like this, who think, you know, if I share with them that they need to get their life on track, then I'm judging them. Yeah. Okay. You know, the Bible says that we're going to judge them. That's right. All right. I don't have time to go into that right now, but here is what I need you to understand. You judging people anyway. So why is it the only thing we don't want to judge is when people not living right for the Lord? All right. If they look like a bum at the bus stop, you judging them. Yeah. Oh, come on, y'all. If you see them acting a fool, if you on World Star, if you looking at World Star, you judging them. All right. Even if you judging them with a laugh, this is some foolishness. Let me share it. You're still judging. So stop using that as a crutch not to share the gospel. Okay. You have to see that you're doing it anyway. Why would you not do it with the word? Why would you not see somebody's life jacked up and say, you know what? I got the answer you need. You need the Lord in your life. Why would you not do that? We do it with everything else. And it's better than you just judging them saying, now see, they're just pathetic. So if you think they're pathetic, why don't you give them the answer to their patheticness? Okay. The easy to read version says this: give all your worries to him because he cares for you. Control yourselves and be careful. The devil is your enemy, and he goes around like a roaring lion looking for someone to attack and eat. Refuse to follow the devil. Stand strong in your faith. You know that your brothers and sisters all over the world are having the same sufferings that you have. They're going through the same stuff. So stop trying to whine and make excuse for not being a part of the exhortation that is needed in the earth today. We need to be those who are boosting up the word and telling people that they need the Lord. And so the urgent advice that you will share with them, it really makes a difference. That's why it's more than just a share. Okay, the urgent advice, turn to Jeremiah chapter 29. The urgent advice that you will share with others, it's the compass that they need for their life. They need a compass. And so I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating. Here's the thing that's so important about a compass. Anybody in here ever used a compass other than me? Okay, great. Any of you used a compass, but you don't want to admit it because you didn't know what you were doing? I've had those experiences as well. Okay, so when you use a compass, if you don't innately have north, south, east, and west. Now, you may know that north is up, south is down, right? But which way is east and which way is west? Is it left or is it right? Right? And so when you pull out a compass, when you look at it, oftentimes if you don't have that innately in you, if you put a compass up and you think you're going north and it says you're going west, You know, that can really be confusing. Here's the challenge. The compass does not make mistakes. But what's inside of you does. So you can think that you're going in the right direction and you're not. Does that make sense to you? And so what we have to understand is that is what the Bible is. The Bible is the compass that we need for life's issues. And so even though I think I am on the north path, I may be going south, and the Lord is obligated to show me that. The challenge with the modern believer is that they are unwilling to trust God because they don't like the way that it feels.